You mess with my sister, you mess with me. And I don't play that, okay? Because I will fuck you up. You don't want none of this. We don't ride or die over here in this family. Do you understand?
Oh my gosh. So inappropriate.
Sometimes you just gotta be real like that.
She was so passionate.
Yes, I was very passionate.
She's out with F you.
So
That is not okay. Here you go, Mom.
Is it on?
Yes, ma'am.
We live, we just having any kind of talk. It don't make no sense.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
You want her out here?
Yeah, here, take her tablet. Why does it look like there's a ring on here? Is it?
a ring.
Okay. I just had to move the camera out the way. Okay. Oh, my glasses right there. Okay. Woo, woo, woo. Hello, everybody. We is doing Let's Talk Business.
Hello, welcome to the Talkitoutshow.
We gotta talk business.
Yes, you know, Lydia's all about the green dollar bill.
We gotta talk
and that's
business.
what she's talking about.
So,
Yes.
first of all, I just want to tell everybody thank you for supporting us, watching us, being there for us, because, you know, what we do is time consuming, and it takes us away from our daily activities. So just know that we really appreciate the time and effort. We're doing better, and guess what, y'all? We are 100 subscribers.
Yes. So that is like so amazing because it's felt like forever.
Yes.
So yes, this is like good news, good news, good news.
So now we can say
Milestone.
talk it a YouTube / Talk It Out Show.
Yeah.
Instead of YouTube.com / ABCDFGHHKLMNOP number 9.
Yeah.
All that time.
Nice.
Yay.
Gotten to there.
Hey, I'm here. Great job. I'm so glad you're here. So we're back on business, Joy. Yes, we're back on business. So I just want everybody to know, because I just want, the reason I stay on business is because, one, me and Joanne always be on one accord on business. Because it's important, because we're both doing our own business as well as we're doing business together.
Yes.
So, and you always need to understand that, you know, even though, like, she has her business and I have my business, and then we do our one together. Why is it blinking?
I don't know. That was a little weird.
Is it, because is it me just blinking? Is it blinking for you guys, Joy?
Yeah, let us know if it's strange or something's going on, if there's any technical difficulties that we may have to address.
Yeah, because this
let us know
blinking up
what's going on. Yeah, I saw one, but you know, I took my glasses off, so I can't see nothing right now. So
girl,
I'm just smiling.
I'm just trying to keep it real.
Yeah, I did see one flash though, so I'm trying to see if it's an issue, gonna be an issue. So let us know on you guys' end if everything's looking okay and sounding okay. Because remember that one time with no sound, so making sure you can hear us too.
Yeah.
Because the information she's giving is good. We don't want to be missing out.
Yeah, and again, we have 100 subscribers.
Yay! Probably do that all day because that's like really cool.
Yeah, because you don't know how long we've been waiting on that.
You know, woo, that has been the road, okay? The road has been
to
long.
that end.
Yes.
Now we have a
And you
journey.
just think about it, it's so funny because I watch like famous YouTubers and they talk about how that's like a big old deal, and then they get like these 1,000 and all this other stuff, and it's like when they get higher and higher, it's like, well, yeah, I remember when that was like a big deal to me when I got that, and this is our day.
Yes.
This is our day, and I cannot wait till later on we can go. Remember when we had 100 and we was just like, it took forever for that. But now we're here.
Yes.
And we thank you and we appreciate your support.
We appreciate you so much.
Yes.
Ave, Alize, one of y'all. But so, you know, I'm having this glitch.
Was it doing it again? Did it do it again?
I don't know if Joy's saying anything. This thing keeps glitching.
It's flashing.
It's like a flash.
I guess I should look on something.
Okay, so
anyway, so
I'm gonna talk about anything besides the business right now because I don't know, but what's going on, and I don't want you to miss any of this good information. Go get you a pen and paper when it comes to your business, okay? Because you gotta be about the green dollar bill. It's a must, you know. And it's all right to toot your horn, toot toot. It's all right to do that. You don't want to not toot your horn, but you don't want to toot your horn to discourage somebody else or take away from somebody else. Something like that. You don't want to, you know, because I think some people, they toot their horn and it's always taken away from somebody else. You still want to have people feel good. Like, we got our 100. I don't need somebody to be like, girl, yeah, when I, you know, back in when I was, you know, young, I remember I got my first 100 in 2 months when it took us 10 years to get it. Just like being our celebration of our 100. Don't take it away from us. You get what I'm saying in that? So those are minor things we do subconsciously that we don't realize is offensive. Mm-hmm. We do it subconsciously. And I remember my mom told me something because my sister was telling my mom, like, somebody at her job got a promotion. And she was like, yeah, I was so proud of her. And Mom was like, but did you tell them, you know, that, you know, that you got a promotion too? And she was like, no, because I was there talking.
Call me if it's good to me. He said it's fine. Call me if it's good.
Okay, thank you. So then it was like, she was like, no, because if I did, then that would have taken away from her moment. And I was like, I don't think even people realize that. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, she got a promotion the same time her friend did, but her friend brought it up for her and was like, I got a promotion. She was all excited because she didn't want to take her joy away from her. Now, she could tell her tomorrow or the next day or even a couple hours later that she got a promotion too. But my sister was respectful that that was her time to do it. And I think all of us have once said, you know, interrupted somebody else's time to put your time in there. Mm-hmm. And sometimes we say things, and I'm going to go like this. We say things because we think it helps. Or we're encouraging. Or really we just want to get out that we did it too. Yeah. And we need to not do that. We need to respect people's time and stuff like that. Because we all have different journeys.
That is so strange that you're saying all this. Because the other person that you work with has said that. Said that exactly what you said. Is that, you know, because you know how we have conversations with someone and we're like, and they're like, yeah, this, da-da-da-da-da, and you're just like, oh yeah, because you're trying to be like, yeah, I understand because I'm that way. And then you're like that. She was saying that takes away from that person's moment because it's like you like, hey, and then it's like they're like, yeah, me too. I know what you mean, girl. And then you're like, oh, well, you know, like this is nothing. Mm-hmm. And it was so funny because that particular person had gotten to the point, I think, with me, like, because she realized that I know so many people and stuff like that, to where she got to the point where she didn't want to tell me like, oh, I just met somebody, or I knew this and that, or you know this person. She's like, cause you either know them or related to them, or something. She's like, you probably know them already. She's always like, I
don't even say she know them. I just say she related. And I just sit there and go, She's like, I met so-and-so. That was my cousin. Okay.
Yeah,
and I don't
we
do
all
it.
related somehow.
Yeah, and I don't know. And I don't do it the way where I'll go, oh, because I'm related to someone. I dummy down it all the way and go, okay. Anyway, next. Because do you know she's related to everybody in Portland, Oregon?
That means you'd be related to everybody.
Well, we're going to find out one day. You know, you're the Kevin Bacon, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. We're going to find out we related. And we're going to be like, wow. Yeah. I told Mom that it was milkman.
No.
Nobody listens to me.
Who is the milkman? Do you even know this milkman's name?
The white man that used to drop off the milk when we was younger. You remember him?
Do you know his name?
And you should have been calling him Daddy. Why can't we have another bottle of milk for free? Daddy, that's your child support.
Discounts and stuff.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Extra milk.
That's all I'm trying to say.
If that was the case.
He should have. For you and your brother.
You know black families always, regardless of whether they always have some like child pop out somehow. You know what I'm saying?
Joyce is doing the Kanye.
You know?
Yeah.
There's always some family that got a like child pop out. And you don't know.
We just got a whole bunch of y'all just popping out.
Hey.
Daddy black as tar, mama black as tar, and then all of a sudden you come out. You know dang well you the milkman.
That was I am just a reminder of our heritage and what our ancestors went through.
So anyway, the whole family's black. It's her and Hennessy. That's all I'm trying to say. Just let you know where they came from.
You know.
And they all came from two black people, black parents.
We bear all kind of a rainbow of colors.
Yeah.
So that doesn't necessarily mean that is not my dad.
Oh, okay.
So
anyway, the milkman should be giving us some stuff.
Yeah.
So there we go. So let's start on the business talk.
Yes.
Okay. So we talked about working with business partners, and one person is always going to be stronger in certain areas. But if everybody's playing their part, the puzzle works together, and nobody's less than the other person. Mm-hmm. Something you got to keep in your mind. Keep it focused. Mm-hmm. Stay focused on that. Okay? Mm-hmm. So we're going to put this over here because we did that last week. Right?
No, you talked about jealousy, honey.
That was.
But what we were saying.
It was all the strength of my partners, and I did. I did the Beyonce and I did Salt and Pepper.
So what I'm saying is what I think you're tabling or whatever, putting to the side is put people where they're strong at.
That's what I said.
That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what we're putting on the side?
We're putting that business part, the section, on the side. Okay. Once you know what your position is, you stay there. You kind of like want to be in that Salt and Pepper one more than the Destiny Child one, because you got the salt was there, but pepper was the other part, and what made them together. And neither one worked well by themselves, but they work great together, and they build each other up. So let's keep that over there.
All right.
Now, with business, you got an idea. I wrote down all the businesses that I want to do. So I like to sew. I like to paint. I like to cook. You write all the things that you like to do. Then you want to narrow down, what do I love to do? Out of the list of the things that I like to do. And then when you write down the things that you love to do, then you go, what do I can do no matter how stressed I am? What's going on in the world? This takes me away from everything. And then you narrow those down. If you got one, that's automatic. That's great. If you got 2 or 3, pick one that you feel the most relaxed with and go with that. And then put the other 2 on the side because you're going to bring those right back in. Okay. But we're going to keep them to the side. Okay. So say your thing is cooking. You love to cook. You don't mind cooking. It is the best thing ever. So today's job is cooking. Okay. So I love to cook. What is one of my masterful dishes that I love to do? That my family loves to eat, everybody loves to eat, and I love making it because...
And that person is known for? All over? Okay.
Well, they might not know a lot of people, so you don't want to say all over. Yeah. But what your family and friends are loving that you make. Like, oh my gosh, she makes the best tofu chicken. I couldn't think of anything. Okay, she makes the best cookies. I didn't want to do anything like that yet. I was going to get to that one. I want something that it's hard to market.
Oh, roast beef.
Okay, she makes the best roast beef. So you are known for your roast beef. Now you're sitting up here saying, well, how the heck can I market my roast beef? Because I make the best roast beef, but how can I market it? This is where now you're going to play with your roast beef. Because you have mastered it. Everybody loves your roast beef. So you got it down to a science, right? But if I went to a vending, I can't master it. So I already would have to eliminate vending. Unless I'm able to bring all my equipment. And then I would have to buy all this equipment to do that. But we're just starting. Yeah. So we don't have that.
You don't want to be doing all that.
So you might decide to do where you ask a church or ask a kitchen, could you use it for the day? So how much...
Rent out their kitchen?
Yeah, so how much would it cost? And try to do a contract where you can do it like once a week. Where you do that. And you make a roast beef and then you sell it. and you do a pre-order. But you can go, well, I need mine to be more because I got to make money. I'm doing this journey and I got to make money. So roast beef, you might go, okay, I'm going to try this. I'm going to build my page up. I'm taking pictures. I'm doing this. But how can I do, make legit money off of it? Hold on, because Joy wrote it in her.
No, she wrote it in her one.
I just met a young man who is making amazing gift bags. I have been promoting his work.
Yes,
Good job.
She has.
I am opening my inbox for anyone to send me info for their work so I can promote them. Yes. Now that's a good business right there.
I told her that.
That's a good business right there, promoting. Because a lot of people, I'm one of them, are not a good promoter. Now, mind you, I don't got my master's degree in marketing, and I can't market no better than I did when I started. But I got a master's degree. Okay, so let's just go with that. That's a good business too. So we're going to steer to that in a minute. So we got our roast beef, and we're marketing, and we're doing this, but because it's just roast beef.
Yes.
We're not getting the same juice as I see people going here to vend, here to vend. So you can either, one or two, you can say I'm going to eliminate roast beef and find something else, or you can figure out how to make it the best roast beef that could sell off the market. So I'm going to give you an example because, I do research. There's this company in New York where their grandmother died and left a donut recipe, or a brioche recipe, and they turned it into donuts. So what they did was upload an online app on there and our Facebook there and just said, making donuts, this is how much I got, whoever wants it, this is how much they are. Give me your information, then they will tell you what day and the time to pick it up. They sold out. Till this day, and it happened in the pandemic. Till this day, that's what they do. They make about 600 boxes of donuts. I think you get 6 in the box of donuts, and they're each different donuts, and they make 600 of them. And people, it sells out in minutes. So people are like literally trying to call or online to get their number in there because it sells out so bad. And then when they cut, the smile is so happy. All these wonderful donuts. So it's how you promote yourself. So if you like me on not promoting yourself well, I will go looking for a different food that's easy to travel and bond with.
Yeah.
Or I would figure out how to do something like that, where you make it so irresistible that people are fighting to get your roast beef. And it's a meal. So your roast beef is going to feed a family. So do you know how many people do not want to cook, but want to have a good home-cooked meal? They don't want to be at McDonald's or go to Applebee's or any of those places. They just want a home, good cooked meal. So just think about those things. But you have to think about it and don't get discouraged when you get there. Because somebody like me would probably get discouraged on the roast beef, and I would go to something that's easy to travel. Because people know me as making burritos. I don't know where I'm be sitting off in no rows of burritos. But I think I would sell out if people have my burritos, and then they'd be like, oh, yeah, I think I could do it if I had that donut idea. And it's an idea. And that's the thing. I think people feel like if I take somebody's idea, then I stole it. No, it's a free idea. If it works for them, it might not work for you. It's all about you. But if you feel like you could get it out there, do that. Make it like a one-time thing. Like, oh my God, this is what I got to get. It's a one-time offer. But it's all about promoting. It's all about getting your name out there. It's all about you not worrying about everybody and promote your stuff. Take pictures of your stuff. Pretty soon people going to want, like, well, when you going to make that roast beef again? I never had roast beef look like that. When you eating and everybody just take pictures and videos of your family eating it. This is the best roast beef ever. I don't know why y'all said, oh my God, this is so good. Have those videos going to promote. You have to self-promote yourself. And doing that does not make you less than a person. So I'm always thinking of things that you can sell, because there's so many businesses that we have, but sometimes you need a shop. Sometimes you need a license. So how can I get around that? You know what I mean? So I wanted to get you on that idea. Now on with Joy's idea here, she is promoting people. And she's saying if you inbox her, she'll promote you. So what she should be doing with that promotion, because she's like an influencer.
Yes. So
and as an influencer, it's like, you can give me something and I'll do this for you, or you pay me this amount. You could do that's what an influencer is. They make bargains and then they do payment deals. They mainly do payment deals after the beginning of the bargain. And bargain, oh, that was fun in the beginning. Then they like, no, we gonna get paid. But the more you're on social media, and the more you advertise anything on social media, the more popular you'll get. Just have fun and advertise on social media. It's one of those things that you have to have in your mindset to do it. You know what I mean? And doing promotion work like Joy is an awesome thing because of the simple fact that people need somebody like that. Like, I need somebody like that. You know what I mean? So for her to be able to promote, she probably has tons of followers on her Facebook that she could do that. That's an awesome trait. And you should also do that, Joy, if you can do commercial for the people. And it's not like a commercial like a regular, just like Sassy's phone case.
How like Tabitha Brown is for the goalie gummies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the best phone case.
Yeah.
I just threw it up in the air, throw it up, drop it, act like it hit the floor, but it actually hit your bed and then show the floor. And look, it didn't break. And it's awesome in that way, you know, blah, 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 blah. Oh, this is the best food I've ever had. I've never had a roast beef that's good. I'm going to have to order from it all the time. And you see you eating the roast beef all the time, taking pictures with the roast beef. Yeah. Like, you're in love with the roast beef and having those moments. So those are things that you can do because that's a business, Joy. Yeah. Don't give away who you are for free. Yes. That is another one of my advocates. We did that in the beginning. Where we were advertising black businesses. But we knew it was for free. We were doing it because we wanted people to start making their money bounce black. So that's why we did it. But Joy, this could be a job for you that you do if you're on social media.
We understand that you do it for free and you want to see other people make it. But what we're trying to say is you can make it yourself doing what you're doing. And I've already said this to you. Is like, this is like a big deal because you are connecting. You're even connecting the people with other people, and she connects the person, the business owner, to where they can get their supplies at a cheaper rate, like more for less, so they can make it and give them business ideas. And I mean, because the guy, and he's just been so grateful because he was like, "You're just really helping me out," and they don't understand that she's so nice and helping, and she's got these great ideas. That's a job. That's money.
No, Ann is absolutely correct.
Money.
Joy said, I don't do it to get paid or free stuff. I want to see our folks make it. Yes, I agree on wanting to see our folks make it. But let me tell you something I've learned. And my teacher had to tell me this. And me and my teacher, our instructor, whatever, got in a bigger argument till the point where he just made it and I just kind of like slapped me in the face and got it. And what he said is, people do not respect free. They don't. And so you're giving this free information, this free advice. So, you know, you're like, you have a lot of good information. And he was telling me, you know who you should give this information to? And I said, I'll be trying to give it to everybody, but they don't listen. No, because you're giving it to the wrong people. Give it to the people that's ready to pay you. Because they will take your advice. Even though you might not make it, you're not at that level yet. But they understand free advice. Do you think most rich people get their advice from people who ain't made it yet? But sometimes that's what helps those people make it because they paid for your service and now they're telling other people and then their services got bigger. Because free people who are doing it, taking your stuff for free, they're using you to benefit them and then they're not even making it grow. And they're not paying it forward. And they're not going to accept it all the way until some John Hancock who got 10% more clout than you do come and tell them to do it, and then all of a sudden they do it, and you're the one that got them started on that. So make a living off of what you do. If this is what you do naturally, make a living off of it. Because even though you might have other jobs, and this is things I told my kids and my nephews, you might have a plan of what you want. Like my kids want to be this and this and this. You might have a plan to do that. But you might have to go down these other avenues to get to where you want to go. Yeah. And that is something that people got to understand. I don't think Drake always wanted to be an actor, but that's where he got his opening chance, was to be an actor. And guess what? He's a rapper now. And you don't see him back in no movies or TV shows because that's not where his heart was. But it got him where he was needed to be to get where he needed to go. So he went through Degrassi to get to Drake the rapper. And now he's more happy where he was, but he was happy in that position, but it got him to the next level. So don't let that not be your journey. Advertise. You know, you could do 2, 3, 4 people and advertise them constantly. Because then people going to see you. Who's doing that? Oh, and this is on your page, so it's like your portfolio. Then people will come to you and pay. You be like, what you want? And you can do a low cost if you want to. But they need to pay you. You need to get some green dollar bills in your pocket for that. It's a business opportunity. Everything we do, it should be looking like, does it make you any money? If it's not making you any money, you're doing it wrong. Because niceness and doing stuff free will always just lend you up to be broke. And people will not give you the same shout out they will give you if they pay for it. If they pay for it, they're going to give you a shout out. If they don't pay for it, they ain't even calling your name up to help you. They're not going to do it. And I have plenty of people that told me that. I done helped them out. They don't even give me a shout out. Duh. Because it was free. You would think I'm doing it for free to help you so you can help me and we help each other out. And that's not how people look at it. And it's a sad world, but baby, it's true. Take Lydia's word for it. And Joanne's. Joanne over here preaching, you know. I'm not used to Joanne always being on my side, so when it does, I just see her. Woo, the heart attack almost came. Woo. That heart attack almost came.
It's true, right? You're right, because there's so much. We don't really realize a lot of sometimes the things that we're doing that we just do ourselves is a skill and something that's worth being paid for.
Yeah.
But there is people in the world who literally are just, that's what they're supposed to do. That's what they do. And they're getting paid to just do that.
Yeah.
And like she's saying, yes, she may have went to school to get like that, but that may not be her gift or her time because she got so much other stuff going on. She may have that skill, got that degree in that, but she probably wants a particular person. That'd be great. Just to be her marketing person.
I do.
You see what I'm saying?
What I'm glad about going to the school is because I now know.
Yes.
So nobody can take advantage of me.
Exactly.
I know the cost and I know the worth and I
Yeah.
know what you need to be doing.
Yeah.
But that's the whole reason I went to school because I was not understanding how to market. I'm doing plays and nobody's showing up. I'm doing this and I'm like, my stuff is good. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to just toot my own horn as I'm tooting my own horn. But I'm trying to figure out why I go to somebody else's play and I'm like this.
Yeah.
And I give people credit when credit is due, but some people just ain't doing good plays, and they got it filled up. And I'm doing this beautiful bomb play, and I can't get 10 people on the seat. That's why I needed to learn how to market.
You would have ever seen what she said.
I enjoy talking to you too. Laugh out loud. Yes, because it's the truth. We are here about the truth. Lydia and Joanne is here about giving the truth about the real deal on business, and we are going through a lot, and we're trying to figure out. You was giving great advice just a few minutes ago. It's one of those things that we are trying because everybody just says be an entrepreneur, but nobody's telling you the struggle and the hard work.
That's the process.
And a lot of people don't want to work for a new company unless they're making tons of money because there's hard work in it. When you go work for McDonald's, you already had a set pay. You come work at us, whatever you can bring in, that's how much money you gonna get. So bring in 1,000, you get 200. Woo, girl, you know. That's because it's a brand new business. It's a hard thing to do. So I just always want to keep that in mind. Don't sell yourself short because you're worth every penny that you get, and market it. And I hope that you do that because I would love for you to market us, and when we get some coins, we can give you some coins. I really do because I think that's a great help and stuff like that. So if you need something from us. Because right now we can't pay. But if you need something from us, we will, we got product.
There's barter systems. There's all kind of things that people can do. And what I do like about, I will have to say, what I like about Joy, that's what allows me to know how serious she is and how good she is at what she does. She ain't going to promote you if your stuff ain't right. And she be like, okay, look now, you gotta have some good product. You can't be having no chintz and stuff, and you gotta have good quality. Your heart she gotta know that your heart's in it. That you are really, really trying. And when she sees, and that's what she always says, when I see a person really trying to do something and trying to sit on their butt, they trying to really do something, then I'm trying to push them. You know, I'm trying to help them out. I'm trying to connect them. I'm trying to do whatever. And that's what I like, because just like I said to all the people out here that's doing these businesses and stuff, that's fine to be doing these businesses, but like I said, we gotta have good work ethics, we gotta have good products, and we gotta have good customer service. We can't just be sitting there thinking, oh, I'm a black business and I'm a black entrepreneur, you're just supposed to support me because of that. Hell no. I'm not supporting you and you being an ass. Sorry. I come to you and you're rude as all get out. You think just because you're a black business I'm supposed to support you? No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Just like Lydia said, we work hard for our money as well. Why am I going to give my money to somebody that treats me like crap? I could treat myself like crap. I go home and cook my food. I go home and make exactly what I'm trying to pay you to do. I'm choosing to try to pour into you. And that's what I like about Joy, is the fact that she is really like, hey, I see you got something really good here. And then she'll also give you ideas of what you can do and network and connect you with the proper people to make your business grow.
And that's why Joy should be charging.
A skill, and that's worth money.
It is, and that's why you should charge for it. And that makes more money than a lot of people, what they're doing and their businesses that they have. Because they need somebody like you. Matter of fact, I'm supposed to be calling some lady that's supposed to help me get my business up and running and all proper and the right protocol. Because of that, but I know she charges, so that's why I call. Because I gotta wait till I get some money, because I do need help. Because there's things I don't know. There's a lot of things I do know, but there's a lot of things I don't know.
And people have to understand that when you're starting a business, there is so much. That's why when I went to school, I was like, I'm in doing these businesses and stuff, but I need to know the back stuff. I need to know everything, because I'm doing this for these people and they're knowing that other stuff, but I'm running all the front stuff for them, but I don't know anything in the back. I need to know everything to run a business. So that's what made me go to school, because I was like, I'm running these businesses for people, but I need to know everything about a business. And what I loved at the time too was when I did go, was when just kind of when social media and businesses on social media was coming out. So then I was able to learn how to do a social media, e-business, as well as a regular business. Because now you might as well just do e-business, because you don't have to spend the money on it. Brick and mortar.
So Joy said, I can't tell no one about you if I feel they will get disrespected. Yeah. And that is so true. And that's the thing about it, and that's what's going to make you a great business person. But don't sell yourself short. Like, really, Joy, you need to get on the ball and start marketing yourself. And like I said, you can take it by giving 4 people products that you know, and just say, I'm just doing this, so while I'm doing this, you give me this. This is what I could use around the house. This would be helpful here, or you can give me $20 here, $30 there for you. Something low, because you're the first people are the cheapest anyway. And then advertise and market so people then know who you are, and you're like, oh, and you put yourself as an influencer, then you get tons of people, which will actually do good, because if you're not an influencer yet, it will make you fall into the category as an influencer, because you will now have a lot more people checking you out and a lot more people following you and being active following you. Because a lot of people be like, I got 10,000 people, but if you only got 2 people actively following you, then it don't mean nothing. The moment you get on, if you got 10,000 people following you and you get on the live and you have 8,000 people actually being active, that's when it gets into the green dollar bills. So you gonna make green dollar bills before you get there, and then when you become an influencer, your prices go up unless you want to give a discount. And you have every choice to do what you want to do, how you want to do it. But people gonna then respect you on the choices you do. But don't let nobody use you or dog you. Because it's very important of that. And be aware. Now this is another thing. Be aware of the people who want to steal your thunder.
Yes.
So those people are going to be like your closest friends, family. not going to be really strangers because you're not at that level of money yet to be strangers. But your family and friends will come around and smile in your face and be a backstabber. You know the song. They smile in your face.
Wanna
Take your place. Backstabbers. Backstabbers. That's what they are. And they are called family and your closest friends.
Yes.
I'm just letting you know. Because what they do, and I always call it an undercut. And that means like, they'll go, oh, did y'all know that Joy is marketing people's stuff and she's doing so well at it and stuff like that. Even though I did my own marketing for myself and I got my business up and running and it's just beautiful. That's what Joy does. See, did you see? Did you see the undercut? They had to throw themselves in it when it had nothing to do with them. If you're gonna give me a compliment, then I don't need you to give me a compliment talking about yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So those are a lot of people that undercut, and those are called family and friends closest to you. They do that. Because other people, they ain't got time to really do the undercut. They just there on the rainbow. I'm just trying to get blessed as you blessed, and I got to be up there, And they will sell your stuff and then have their stuff right there and do and not even really promote themselves. Because like I said, they both. They don't promote themselves. Well, your family and friends, they'll be there and do that, but they're going to promote themselves as they try to promote you. Because in the meanwhile, they're not really promoting you. They're promoting themselves. So you got to really watch it because it's so slick. It's so smooth. It's so, like, conniving. It's like, oh, yes. Her water bottle is the bomb. It does everything that you want it to do. It's the best water bottle ever. But if you have my water bottle, it stays colder longer. What? How did you promote me and go to yours? That's family and friends. That's an undercut. That's what I call undercut. Because it undercuts you. You don't want that. If you're going to have somebody, I tell you, if you're going to promote me, you promote me. If you got to put yourself in and promote me, don't promote me. I got it by myself. I don't need you to undercut me. Because it hurts. It hurts worse when you undercut me than anything else. So you got to remember that. It's a hard thing to do. And you got to catch those people because they like little snakes and they sliver. They have the other ones where we talked about it before with the Destiny Child and Salt and Pepper. They get jealous of you, and as they're jealous of you, they're gonna give you more compliments as they're cutting your heart out, and you don't even know your heart got cut out because that's how smooth they are. They are really sneaky, and the only people that can really do those moves are family and friends. Everybody else can't do that. That's why they come all just go.
Because they're probably not around. They're not close enough to get there, huh?
And they don't want to. They just there to get theirs. It's like when we used to do GNC. You have people coming because they see GNC growing and being popular. So I'm gonna be a part of it. So when it gets popular, I'm automatically be popular. That's what people do. That's what regular folks do.
There's after like the writing on the coattails type thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect way to say it. They're riding on the coattails.
Yes.
And then she said, AKA dirty promoting. Yes. Exactly. That's you and Joanne is getting it. You and Joanne is nailing it for real. That's exactly what it is. So, the other people that don't really know you, they can't do the same thing as the people that do know you. Because you spot it if a stranger did. Then if I did it to you, you wouldn't spot me doing it. Because you'd be like, oh, she got my back. My sis got me. Yeah. She got my back. That's how you look at it.
And you would be thinking that person wouldn't do that.
And you wouldn't even really notice it. And when you do, you'd be like, I'm just being jealous. I'm hating on my sister. That's how you would take it. But a stranger do it, you'd be like, oh, hell, you can catch it like that, so that's why they don't do it. They just up there, I'm going to help you get there. I'm going to help you. Because when I help you, it's going to automatically come back to me. Because I was the backbone of you. So they just, there. I like that. Dirty promoting. Dirty, what else she say? Dirty advertising. Yes, that's exactly what it is. It flashed where I did it too. But yeah, so that is something to stay away from. Because like I said, I know we always want our family and friends to grow with us and stuff. But some people just sabotage you purposely. And you thinking they would never sabotage you because they're close to you. But they will sabotage you. They will talk about you behind your back. They will dog you. And talking about you behind back and all that, you go, oh, that's normal. Yes, in a friendship. Okay, we could go with that. In a business, no. In the business, we can't do that. So remember that. Business, we can't have that because you don't want to have a negative towards your business. You always want to have positive. If it's a negative, it should not be family and friends. And it's always family and friends that tear down a business. Even with CJ Madam Walker with the hair, if you saw her story, crazy. It was her family that was tearing her down. It wasn't her. It wasn't the friends and everybody else. Well, the people that came into the business and they grew to be a friend, they were loyal. It was the daughter and the husband that had the issues. So, and they was the one trying to tear down that, and all she was trying to do is build an empire, because you can't always be nice, and you gotta always work hard, and that's what a lot of people fail to understand. That starting your own business is working 20 times harder, 40 times, 100 times harder than you work for somebody else's business. And you gotta understand, when you're working for these big companies, you ain't even. You by yourself ain't even.
1%.
1%. You ain't getting 1%.
No.
And 1% is a lot of money. You ain't getting that. You are getting, with all the employees put together, y'all probably hitting 5%. The bills is getting more money than y'all.
Yeah, that's so true. With the big companies.
And y'all happy to get $20, $30, $40, $50 an hour. Well, y'all ain't even hit more of the bills. So my thing is, why not start your own business? Is there things to worry about? So this is my other one about talking business, and then we can talk about some other stuff. But here we go. When you start your business, you guys, it was just in the top of my head. I hate when I have a brain fart.
So you're drinking that water.
That wasn't so good. I want some
brain fart, brain freeze, everything. The water made her have a brain fart freeze.
It was a good thing that I was supposed to tell y'all too. So, you know, the devil always wants to stop you when you got the good word, because that was a good one, right? Here coming. Because people don't think about it.
Is it coming?
It's gone.
It's gone.
I'm going to have to blurt it out. When it comes back, I'm going to have to blurt it out.
Yeah, it'll come out. It'll come back.
What was I saying?
You talk about family and friends and stuff and how they be the main ones.
Yeah. And then
trying to, sabotage everything and stuff. They'll be the ones closer to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I said, this one it kicked into. That was one more thing.
And you were just saying basically how we should just go ahead and start your business, because we don't really realize when we're working these regular jobs how little of a role we play in the big companies. So we might as well just go ahead and go on and do our do your business anyway. You know, there's a lot that go to it, because for me, I was thinking about what she was saying, and I was like, try not to, when you are doing it, try not to stress out about all this, because there's so much that goes on with it. And a lot of times a fear can come into you when you actually think about how big you could possibly be. You know what I mean? I personally, because a lot of times with these companies, a lot of times they start off small and they're like, okay, I'll see a company start off and I will like their product. And then when they get bigger and have to get manufactured, then the quality goes down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so, and it was something that kind of got me, because there's a business out there right now and it's doing so well, is getting ready to transition over to being manufactured. And she kept saying, pretty soon the human hands are going to be taken off of it. You know what I'm saying? And she's saying, because she's basically, her and maybe 2 other people are trying to create her product to get all the orders out right now. And then she's making sure that the company is getting ready to manufacture is sending her testing to make sure that it's exactly like what she makes at home, and the quality and everything she's giving to her customers before she allows them to go ahead and take over and do that. And so that, to me, that process scares me sometimes.
And see,
you know what I mean?
For me, I've been thinking about that. I have been really thinking about having somebody take over my business and doing the stuff. And I even found companies and all that to do that. And I was thinking, Lydia, if you're an entrepreneur, why don't you just build more people to do your work? Why are you outsourcing? And there's a lady that I admire, because I found out she was black, and I found out later on there's a whole bunch of black other people too, and I see her, and Brat's dating her, and she does Kaleidoscope, and they're trying to move her business to Atlanta, and what she does is, she doesn't outsource, she got a warehouse for people to do the work at the warehouse.
Yeah.
So her hands is always in it. She didn't outsource it. Which, what does that do? That keeps more money in your pocket. So you dishing out money, and it's easy for the first year of everything to do it, but they're going to find a cheaper way to get more money out, more benefits out of you to make it cheaper, and it might not be the same quality. So your first year or two might be bomb, and then after that, your quality sucks, and you're trying to figure out why. But it's because they can make up any good excuse, because best believe they already provided and worked on that excuse. So my thing is, we need to stop outsourcing, because I was thinking, because you hear me say it all the time, I'm ready to outsource, you know, I'm going to get myself ready to outsource, and I'm like, no. The only thing I was trying to figure out is how can I package certain things myself, because I was going to outsource kind of like my cupcake box, the frosting, and just have that in there, because I'm like, whatever, it's just frosting, you really can't F up frosting. But I was like, why not? I could be giving more black people jobs, like pay them daily or do something like that. That people that would not get hired, they could get hired to do this, and they can make them some ends meet money, and it actually grows for more black people to work, and that's something I think we miss in there. So it's a black-owned product, but it's a white man doing the work, so it's no longer a black woman's product. It's a it's a black woman's invention, like all of our inventions. Right. So then we lose that area.
Exactly.
So actually,
kind of like how people get irritated about the fact that there was all these, like, you know, Carol's Daughter and all these other places, and now they're not. They were black owned in the beginning, then they handed over to someone else, and it's not black owned anymore. You knew it was created by a black person, but it's not black owned anymore. So as if you are patronizing and buying their product now, it's not making the money bounce like we were saying to bounce it, because it's not bouncing because it's owned by a white person now. It's
exactly.
not. And so a lot of things, like what was that one guy, Dr. whatever it was, that's got the facial stuff or whatever, and now I guess that was too. That used to be a black-owned business, and Dr. Brown's, that's what it was, or something like that. And I was buying it. It's all that stuff. There's a lot of stuff that's not black-owned anymore.
Because white people gonna get the money and make it, and I'm not blaming them.
Yeah.
Because black people, like, I sold it, I don't even have to worry about it no more. I'm making my million, and I'm making profit, because then you sell it, and you can still make profit even after you sell the product. So I can sell my business for $500,000. I mean, $500 million, and then still get 10% of the profit.
And I was thinking the same way, and I'm honestly, I think it was because of my health situation and certain things like that, and I was like, well, maybe if I did like this one of my creations like that, or something like that, like, you know, something that I know for sure is gonna heal everybody and blah blah blah, and sell it off and just keep doing other stuff. But it was just like, that was me being like that because of that. Yeah. But I know that too, you know. But I've also thought, like Lydia was saying, getting a warehouse and things like that. But you know, it is hard. It's hard.
But you know who I saw doing a good job of building it, and you saw from scratch, is Kelly. The lady that I used to wake up in the morning and pray with.
Yes.
I seen her from when she didn't have any shirts. We was waking up praying every morning to her doing her first shirt to her now got a big old line. She got African dresses and everything. And she just went from one warehouse to another, and she's able to buy the warehouses and keep the cat. But she's employing so many black people in Mississippi. Employing so many black people, and you know it's truthfully a black-owned clothing T-shirt site, whatever it is. It's black-owned. You know it's black-owned, and I'm thinking that's what we sometimes miss. It's the black-owned.
And didn't she do all that while she was going through too?
Yeah.
She wasn't going through her husband and stuff.
Then she got a divorce.
That's what I was
got married again, had another baby. Yeah, so I mean,
she
you got to see her whole life,
she was going
and you got to see it from the beginning to the end. I mean, she's still going, and it's killing.
That's why I know my stuff is. Y'all, MotherEarth finna be famous. Joanne finna be famous. Lydia finna be famous. Love and Live finna be famous. We going through it. I'm gonna tell you right now. That's all I know. I'm claiming it.
And that's all you can do is claim it. But you gotta know what, even claiming it, it's your actions and how much work are you ready to put in it. Because I say you gotta understand that there's work to be done on any business. And it's so hard. Like, I'm gonna say, like, our situation is harder than a normal situation. Because we both got our separate business. And then we have a business that's joint. So
we have our families.
Yeah. And so what you mean our families?
And we have our families.
Ain't got nothing to do with business.
This it can interfere with the. I'm saying that.
Business. I'm just saying that's any business. All business is gonna take you away from your family.
No, I'm just saying that you and families can interfere as well. Like
we just talked about we're not doing that.
Yeah.
So that's
not allowing that.
No, we're not allowing that. Because what I'm saying, even like when we talk about the warehouse thing, that is generational wealth that's coming in there.
Exactly.
If you sell it, it's not generational wealth anymore.
Exactly.
But if that's your business, it is generational wealth, period. Just period. So you want to have it. And you don't want your, I'm going to say immediate family, so I'm going to just say like your kids. You don't want them to interfere. Because right now they just interfere because they don't have nothing else to say. I've learned that. My kids can be like, I can't believe you're going somewhere. And I'm like, okay, I'm going. I don't know what you want me to say, but it's because my goal is an empire.
And with that
it's a kingdom, and it's a kingdom that I'm building. And as I'm on this journey of the kingdom building, you either better be along with the journey, or you will be on the outside waiting for once a year getting a little check. Now, it's however you want to do with the kingdom building. But you are not tearing down it, and it's going to take a lot of energy, and it takes a lot of time for you to be away from home. It takes a lot of time for you to be, even if you're at home, can't be focusing on them. You need to look at it as it's a job. If you go, and so if you work 8 hours a day, you pretty much gone 9 to 10 hours a day, because you got to think about your traveling time and all that. So put all that in there, and that's if you at work at home, that's what you should be doing every day, getting your stuff. You should be already having stacks and stacks and stacks of, of your business. And if you don't, then you're playing with your business as a hobby, and you don't need to play with your business as a hobby. It is a career. It's going to make it, and you got to lose some sleep. You got to lose some time with the family. You got to, and it's okay. It's hard for mothers that are housewives and house mamas, and they at home all the time, for the family to understand it. But it is a necessary thing.
Well, I had to sit my kids down the other day and explain to them the difference, because a lot of times let's say in our culture, our kids don't understand a lot of stuff, and they don't, we have to sit down and speak to them. And I explained to them how a lot of times people are born, other cultures, mostly white people, you can be born and they got old money. White people have old money that when you are born, you can be born into a rich family. Your ancestors did what they needed to do. And I was explaining to them that we didn't have that. We have to build up to get to that, and we are trying to build up to that now so we can have something for them, because we don't have that old money. We don't have that old money. We weren't born into the old money. So, and see, we have to build up and have something for them, and they need to understand the sacrifices that are having to be made and things like that, because they be, oh, you gone, I gotta do what I gotta do, and then and they don't really trip too bad about it, but I wanted to explain to them, because a lot of times your kids can see you hustling and not understanding. They don't understand the hustle, because they have the benefits of the hustle, but they don't understand why. And it's like we're trying to build something here, and I'd like you to be on the bandwagon too. But hey, teach his own. You know what I'm saying? Like she's saying, if you're gonna be the one that sits on the side and you're gonna get your little check or whatever, the benefits, but know and see what I'm trying to do, and see that we're trying to have something. Because these kids they all have skills and talents just as anybody else. But also too, everybody's got their own road. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And
you may have some kids that are like, hey, I see what mom's trying to do, and I'm right there for her. I'm gonna be a support, this and that. That's the thing. But
you're lucky, because majority of your kids are young, so he could be a fourth thing without them even knowing that they just got it's part of life. And when it's part of life, it's normal.
Mm-hmm.
It's when you act like it's not part of life and like it's are you doing that? That's where it's different.
Yeah.
I remember Mom was telling us about the Chinese restaurant that we go to, and she was saying the kid was there when he was a little, helping out, and then he got older. And he drove up in his little nice convertible car that was paid cash because he's been working. He still works there. So if the family died, that's his business automatically. And he knows how to run every angle of it because he started off young. But it's sad that our culture, I'm going to say our culture, I don't think it's every culture, just think our culture. We feel like, oh my God, it's abuse. I mean, how many times I hear people talk about us at the restaurant? You got kids working in that slave work. You can call it what you want. These kids is going to be working, and that's what they're going to do, and that's how it is. Because I don't like how we think that's like a child abuse that we having your kids work and have a job, when we've been doing that back in the day if we was on the farm, they would have been milking and shooting and all that.
And it prepares them for the real world anyway, and that's what I was just explaining to someone the other day. The mistake we make is if we don't do those things, we're just putting them through a system to go into another system.
And they're working for somebody else.
And we're not teaching them.
And we're the only generation that raise their kids to go to school, get an education, go to college, and get that education to work for somebody else. We're the only generation that raise our kids that way. I don't. I raise my kids. You get your little education and get your butt out there and start your own business and keep it going. If you want to go to college, you can. If you don't, you don't. But you should know how to start your business with your eyes closed. All my kids knows how to do a business plan. All my kids know how to do it. It's a guarantee that just what you needed to do. Because every year they had to build a business plan. That was the goal. You don't build a business plan, what the heck are we here for? So every year, this is what you do. Do what you need to do. It might not be the best business plan, but you got it and you get better, and it will get better as you get older with it and understand what you need to put down there and do all the stuff you got. But don't play around. And that's the things that I tell everybody, don't be afraid of the stuff that you don't know. If you don't know how to do it, don't be afraid. There's always somebody that does it before you. And they can help you.
And we have social media, so there's so much stuff out there, and information is ridiculous.
Sometimes you don't even know what to ask, though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, there's stuff.
That's what it was.
What you don't.
It hit me. Here it goes.
What is it?
Your taxes. You write down every penny that you make and every penny that you spend. And when I mean spend, that means gas. If you took somebody out to eat, to sell your product, if you do a party, all that you took, every dime you get, you should be making money. If you spend the money, if you're able to make $100 and you're able to go out to eat with it, you best be claiming that money, because it's so important for your taxes. We get so many write-offs that this year we did not go to somebody else, but next year we're definitely going to somebody that's what they do. That's their line of work. That's their line of work, is that every penny counts on the business, and it will benefit you. if you do it correctly. That's why we need other people to do it, because we don't know how to do it. Once you know what your faults are, what you're good at, what you're not, it makes it so easy. You don't have to be good at everything, baby. You do not have to be good at everything. But somebody that you're going to run across and meet is good at it.
And that's what's great too about the things that we do. We run into people, or we network and stuff. There's a lot of people. But that one time we were doing the pop-up show, like weeks in a row, and that man kept coming around. He does taxes. He would give his card. Sometimes they come just to give their stuff and their information.
That's their business, and they're trying to make money. So they make you money, they make them money.
Exactly.
So my thing is, I'm telling you right now, do what you gotta do to make your money and your green dollar bill. But when you do, you count every penny, nickel, dime that you make. I made $5 sitting here today. It is counted for.
Yes.
I'm always making sure everything is counted for. And it's so good. And I messed up, and I'm gonna do it sometime. Not this weekend, but next weekend. My books. I want to do my books every week, so I don't have to backtrack. On every dime that comes into my account, everything that comes in, I don't care if it's free money. It's now, I made money. It's free, I made money, it's going in there. And that is part of it. And there's nothing illegal about it, nothing wrong about it. But when you have all that in there, it makes you so much more money. And you benefit off of that. So, you know, my goal in my head is I'm making at least, okay, because I don't know what I'm doing, 25 grand this year, 25,000. Because I think a normal mid-size is 40-something thousand. I want to make more than welfare people in a year. So I'm saying 25,000. Now if I make 100,000, you know, Lydia ain't gonna complain. But we do a big thing.
You'll be making more than that welfare.
Huh?
If you said 12.
Well, they say a lot of people make about 12 to 14,000 even in poverty, and that's welfare. So I want to make 25. Because I'm working. I want to end up getting an employee, one.
If you make more than 10,000, then you're above.
You're above?
If you make more than 10,000.
You have to include their food stamps with it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because that's income, because
Then
that's money that doesn't.
The 25 then. The 25.
Yeah. So I'm back to the 25. Yeah. What's the 10,000? I done got the 25 again.
Yeah, burritos. Yeah. 25.
That is a goal. So that means I have to account for every penny that is made.
Yes.
Like even this weekend or this week, I'm gonna be painting.
Awesome.
So I'm painting for the show. I'm working with the other person, and then I'm painting just to be paid. And then I want to be able to, depending on where I'm at, I'll sell my paintings. I can't really do. I feel like, and Joanne's gonna tell me no and yell at me and fuss, and I'm ready for it. But I feel like because I don't have the stuff to sell my paintings, I shouldn't be selling my paintings. I see
stuff
how,
like what?
Like how they set up. You know what I mean? Because the way our bank account is set up, or the way our table is set up, I do need something. It can't be on the table and it can't be on the floor. It has to be somewhere set up.
You can have two paintings on the floor. I already see it. You can have two paintings on the floor. One there and one there on the thing. And you can have something sit down to where it doesn't touch the ground.
No, I'm not just saying touch the ground. I'm just saying it's already, and so you guys get to hear us have this debate. Already we have a table. So this table that we're at right now, and it's already tight. It has everything on it. Do you think people have time to look over there? Like, they should be able to spot it on their own and look at it.
You would be able to spot the pictures because of where they would be. There's how can I explain it? The reason why I would even contest what you're saying is because of the fact that that's not the sole thing that you sell.
I know, but I'm just saying.
But it's something you can sell. So it's like we always say, we're one stop shop. It's a variety. That's gonna be what's gonna catch people's eye the first. And when they walk
But then it's
up,
behind us on the floor. It's not.
it's
in
not
front of us.
behind. You know what I'm saying?
No.
The table's up right here.
Yeah.
You got the table set up.
Yeah.
All the stuff is right here.
Yeah.
You see the legs of the table?
Uh-huh.
The thing is in our tablecloth that's set down or whatever.
Yeah.
They're there where the legs are. When I walk up, I'm looking at your painting.
Oh no, they're not kicking my paintings.
How they gonna?
You know people don't, and you know kids do not be paying attention. They're not kicking my paintings. And people don't, raise their kids like we do. So
I show the truth.
no, nope.
I'm just saying. Or I know that you probably have at least one easel.
Yeah, but what, that little easel
I don't know how little it is, but at least one picture can be on there.
on what, the table?
The easel. Is it a table easel?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about I thought you had like an easel like this.
I have
Like
one
what?
that's flimsy somewhere here.
But you could do one at least. Yeah, I'm not gonna have easel. I have no strength for that. I have no strength for that at all.
See how the arguments come and
no strength for that.
So when she gets that strength, I'm going to be going down.
Foolishness. No strength for that foolishness. Anyway. Well, why don't you put it on your other show and then have people call in if they want to buy it? Because this stuff.
And I can put it on Etsy too.
Yeah, but you could be putting it there too. You have so many skills and talents. Do you fill the table up? Your stuff is amazing. And you know how fast that stuff goes?
No, I don't. I'm there.
Yes, it does. And you knew, we've already seen it. You had evidence. We have tons of artists that have been at these things. There's no.
But they're all set up for artwork.
That's because that's what I'm saying. So the thing is, you got that and then some. Watch. You sit there and don't do it. Just like your nephew, I've made the same mistake. Sometimes you have to listen to other people. Because if I don't listen to other people, if I listened to Joy, I would have did the first thing market I did. She had to push me to do that. And I said, I don't have enough stuff. Just to go. She kept telling me, and I said, I'm just going to do it. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have did it.
Good job, Joy.
And what I'm saying, I listen to somebody else who believes in me.
Listen to
and what
you
I'm
all
saying,
the
listen
time.
to me, because we are not like everybody else. You have a plethora of things. You have a plethora of skills. Showcase all of those. That when we see those people, that is what they are focusing on. Yes, and they have people that they know that are coming to get their artwork and this and that. That is an added bonus, just like anything else. You got all these skills and talents, and boom, now you do art too, and you got that to sell. And they're going to buy it. If you don't put it out, it cannot sell. I got mad because the last market we went to, I said, why are we all putting up stuff? And I said, why is this not out? And your daughter had the nerve to tell me, oh, Mom said no, she yelled because they don't sell. Okay, just like we learned, what did Mom tell us when we had the restaurant? If it ain't out, it cannot sell.
My problem is not that it's not out or it cannot sell. I agree with you. But do you understand we are now with 2 large tables and still filling it. And when people come in, and I'm telling you the truth, when people come in, it's so much that they pass over a lot of stuff, not really realizing there might be stuff that they want because they're passing over it. And that's what I'm saying, is like, I'm trying not to put too much out. Like, put enough out so each person can get their stuff seen. I think sometimes people are getting missed on seeing it because we have too much. And a lot of my stuff is just big and broad, so you can't even help but see the thing. It's like, dang, okay, the resin. It's all over the place. But if we have stuff that's on the same case, or maybe get another table and pay for another vending, and that set is for that over there, and this set is for that, because right now it's too much on the table, and I think it's taken away from other people as well. And my stuff is not selling that much, and it's expensive. So my thing is, let's put the people stuff that is cheaper that they
Well,
can
if we're
get.
at this one that we are at, and she doesn't have a lot of people, maybe we can use 2 tables.
We can.
Maybe we can. And there will be no limit to what we don't have to limit ourselves.
Well, that.
You can have a whole table just a person.
Yeah.
And
What'd you
then, and then everything else is. I'm telling you, and you know, what I mean, if she doesn't get that many people to come like last time, that may be a blessing for us.
There you go. And it says, what about a live YouTube show just to sell art?
Yes.
That'd be cool. We haven't done that before. I like that idea. Yeah.
And make sure you put it on your Etsy, and put it and showcase that on. I don't, like I said, I'm not going to interfere in you guys' your other person's thing, but I really think that if that's a part of the set, like I said, this is a part of our set. This is the beautiful painting, and she created it. If somebody wanted to purchase that, they should be able to message us and say that. And I believe that if you're doing your other show and somebody is interested in their artwork, you should be able to sell it, make your profit on there, and pop another painting up on there.
Exactly. So I'm going to start painting again.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yeah.
So now Joanne can be happy. Be happy, Joanne.
I ain't happy if you just, it don't make no sense. Mom instills these things in us, and you don't.
Thursday art wall where you put them on the wall and show each one. So Thursday, we're not together on Thursday, Joe. Joey, we're not together on Thursday.
Yeah.
Joey got family. She got too many kids for me.
Then my child comes over here on this day. So.
Yeah, but we should pick a day.
Yeah.
It could be our Saturday girls night that we
Did
haven't
you
done.
have to say it?
Saturday girls night?
No, I did not. I did not say that. I mean, you can. That's nice and fine. You can do that as well. We can show stuff whenever we want to. I'm saying with that other person, because you guys are going to be in a studio where you guys need to decorate, that can be there. And if someone wants to buy it, they should buy it. And as soon as they buy it, you replace it. And it'll be for a very good price.
Yes, because I'm an artist.
Mm-hmm. And you put a lot of work in it. And that thing should be like $1,000.
Yeah, that's my baby.
Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. You know, you put a lot into, and you can't say that all that because I've always tried to pour into this skill. I bought all them things when you got into that. Found all them records and stuff.
I got a lot of records. That's what I said I'm
and you got it.
I
You
just
got
started doing
it.
resin, so I'm ready. I got everything. I ain't got paint. I got everything to start. I'm gonna start doing some work.
So yes, you guys will be seeing Lydia's work.
Yeah, because if not, Joanne's gonna whip my butt.
Mm-hmm.
Older sisters suck sometimes. They just suck. How older sisters are horrible.
No, they just push you where you want to be.
Okay, so before we go, me and Joanne are gonna have to start making videos once a week, maybe even twice a week, and then we gotta go back to making songs.
Yeah.
Period. So we trying to figure out what should our first video be of.
Of what song?
Of what song?
Yeah.
And she said, get the shoe rack thing for 5 use. It's for your art.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That was that
get the
one.
shoe rack thing for 5 use. For 5 rolls or something. It's for your art.
I think it was like that one that Moni had. I think she's talking about that thing. I think that's what she's talking about.
She said shoe rack. I see money with no shoe rack.
I think that's not the shoe rack. That's just what
That big black thing?
That big black thing.
No, that's not shoe rack.
Well.
That's I forgot what it's called. I found it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not carrying that around. We already started getting stuff out the thing now.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out.
And she said, it's $5, but you can put a few pictures on it. Oh, the small shoe racks things, yep. Because Mom got one in her closet.
Oh, okay.
I just throw Mom's shoes on the floor, run before she beat me and told her Joanne did it, and then put it out to sale. Sounds like a great idea.
That's horrible. Oh, God.
So the younger sisters get to do the older sisters that beat up on
you
them.
do when I'm gone.
Because then she gonna say, how did I do it? How did Joanne do it if you was gone?
That's what I said. Tell her
By the time she catches it, you'll be gone.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
And I'll be like, I don't know why mom she needed it. That don't make no sense at all. She doesn't
So
say.
we're trying to support our business.
Yeah, we're black owned business. Why you going against black owned business? That sounds like a good idea.
Support our business. But yeah, so this was very, very informative. And Joy, thank you so much for being here with us.
Yes.
And we hope that we inspired you. You have always been an inspiration to us. And we hope that we inspired you to go for your dreams and do what you need to do because you are awesome and you are good at what you do. So we are totally pushing you and what you're doing. And if there's anything that we can do to help you, please let us know. And we are definitely you guys stay tuned to our Spreaker podcast, on Wednesdays and Fridays. So we're going to be on Friday again at 10:30 on our Spreaker podcast. And make sure you guys check into our YouTube channel because we have 100 subscribers! Woo! Yay!
And now pick our song that we're going to do.
Yes.
I need to learn the words.
Yeah.
So we can do the video.
Yeah, because I don't know. She be forgetting all the words. That's kind of strange. But
I don't listen to the music.
Well, the thing is, like she says, we do a lot of freestyle. It's freestyle. So, of course, as you get caught up in that moment, getting caught up in them beats, and sometimes you can't even remember what you said. That's just how it is.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. You be in the moment. So, we have an interesting creative process compared to a lot of people, I think.
I'm thinking we should do Hit It.
Really? I was thinking all night. I just slowly visualized.
Well, let's do all night. Okay.
Or-
all night.
Or the one, the stack it up. Because you said you already had the idea of the money.
Yeah. Well, everything was gonna be like that, even with the chicken wings and chocolate too. It was gonna be. You're gonna throw some chicken wings out there and some chocolate.
Okay.
She said, "Yay! Yes, we got 100." Now it goes youtube.com/Talkitoutshow.
All right.
Instead of
YouTube's private language.
Yes. So and then so you want to do all night or stack it?
Whatever.
So all night was the first one. Let's just do all night.
Yeah.
I just gotta learn my lyrics. One song. I'm gonna start listening to it every day.
Okay.
Every day.
And that would be so easy too. I can totally see, because of the fact that we did it that way, because it's you mainly saying everything, and then you're just gonna videotape separate, and then and I can just totally see it intermingled.
Okay.
Because you saying what you say, and I just basically say my little things that I say to the end, and I say real close to that.
Or we could just be in the one room together.
Yeah, but I'm saying when they're editing is what I'm saying. The edit is of like your face, and then mine like it's like a.
Oh, this is so wrong. During the
Total sign that we need to be gone. All right, we love you guys. Please
check out for our video all night. Coming.
And we got a commercial. My son, her nephew, got the Talkitoutshow commercial going or whatever. So check those things out. Check out our videos on YouTube and continue to support us. We love you. We thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you next time on the Talkitoutshow.
Yay!